Let me say to everyone, it is afternoon now, so good afternoon, and we're at the headquarters of one of the city's most exciting new startups, and it is already becoming a leader in its field, energy efficiency. Efficiency 2.0 is one of the nearly 1,000 tech startups that are making our city the place to be for innovative entrepreneurs. And I was in this very building just a few weeks ago, as many of you know, to visit another startup you might have heard of, and that's Tumblr. And just as Tumblr is helping transform how we communicate, Efficiency 2.0 is helping to transform how we consume energy. Efficiency 2.0 helps families and businesses use less power and create less waste, and all of that means lower energy costs and a cleaner environment. And those are goals that are central, as you know, to our administration's sustainability agenda, PlanYC. And today we're happy to announce the latest steps in our efforts to expand solar power, green our vehicle fleet, and improve energy efficiency at city buildings. Let me take them in order. First, to talk about solar power. We've now completed the installation of solar panels on 10 city buildings in all 5 boroughs. Projects made possible with federal funding. Thank you very much, federal government. And they will generate clean, affordable energy for those buildings, enough to power 143 households. And in the photo someplace right up there, you can see panels on the roof of a fire department truck repair facility in Queens. And there are solar panels on schools, firehouses, police precincts, and other buildings. In clean tech, New York City government, I think, is leading by example, and we're also being joined by a growing number of private sector companies. And just in case you were wondering, Bloomberg LP is one of those. Bloomberg has installed more than 5,500 solar panels at its Skillman campus in Jersey City, and I'm told they generate almost 60% of the campus's electricity needs and save the company more than $163,000 a year. And the payoff period from the investment is something just over 2 years. So it's a very good deal from an economic point of view. It also helps reduce the energy consumption that comes from fossil fuels and the pollution that is inherent in that process of burning it. Now, clearly, clean tech makes good business and environmental sense, and our administration, as you know, is committed to working with the private sector to build upon the city's investments in clean tech. Last month, for example, we began requesting proposals to design, construct, install, and operate solar and wind power facilities at Fresh Kills on Staten Island. And we're making approximately 75 acres of land that have the potential to be developed in large-scale solar facilities available for lease. If we get strong proposals, we could generate as much as 20 megawatts at Fresh Kills. If we don't, we'll have to work with the state to ensure that companies are properly incentivized to invest in clean, renewable technologies like solar and wind. We're also requesting proposals for converting up to 450 tons of city waste a day into clean energy, and doing that would also help us reach our goal of doubling the amount of waste we divert from landfills. The second area where we've made major progress is in making the city's vehicle fleet more efficient and environmentally friendly. These latest improvements are going to save New Yorkers more than $160,000 a year, reduce our diesel fuel consumption by more than 46,000 gallons, and lower our greenhouse gas emissions by nearly 250 metric tons. Let me give you one example. With the help from federal funds, the Department of Sanitation has replaced 5 diesel street sweepers with hybrid vehicles, the first deployment of its kind anywhere in the nation. I think a number of us were at one of the sanitation garages when we showed them off for the first time, and I wanted to personally thank John Doherty and Deputy Commissioner Rocky DeRico, who are both with us today, for their leadership in this area. The third of the 3 areas that I mentioned, which we're happy to announce progress on, is in our building efficiency upgrades, which will reduce the carbon footprint while lowering energy costs for the entire city. From city administrative buildings in Queens to firehouses in the Bronx and Brooklyn to sanitation garages on Staten Island to the Leonard Cavello Senior Center in Harlem, we've recently finished installing energy-efficient lighting at 12 sites throughout New York City. These upgrades, also paid for with federal funds, will save New Yorkers hundreds of thousands of dollars each year and reduce greenhouse gas emissions by more than 917 metric tons. Since PlanYC was released, we have completed a total of 143 energy retrofits and clean energy installations, and we have another 99 projects in design and construction, as well as 53 in the energy audit phase. And together, these will reduce our energy costs an estimated $32 million a year. So it's real money, and that's an annual savings. You can have an awful lot of more teachers and police officers and firefighters for $32 million a year. Now, it is in our power to give our city a sustainable future, and that's why we launched PlanYC on Earth Day 5 years ago. And the growing green technology sector has a major role to play in this effort. In fact, today we're announcing our first ever green hackathon called Reinvent Green, and it will be held over 2 days this summer. We'll invite tech engineers and designers to use city data to create digital tools and apps that empower New Yorkers to engage in more sustainable practices. And I'm sure Efficiency 2.0 will have something to say about all that. It started in this company in 2009 with 10 employees. Today they have 30, and as I understand it, they're planning to double their workforce this year, and that means more jobs and more savings for New Yorkers. We are hearing success stories like this, incidentally, across our tech industry citywide. Just 2 weeks ago, I visited the city's first tech incubator on Varick Street, where 22 companies have graduated and today employ more than 300 people. Our administration helped foster their growth and is taking the next steps to ensure that New Yorkers have the skills to fill the jobs our booming tech center is creating. And with the new Applied Sciences campus being built by Cornell University and the Technion Institute of Technology, there will be more and more innovative new tech startups coming to New York City. So let me invite the founder and CEO of Energy 2.0, Tom Scalamalino, to tell us more about their work. Tom?
Thank you, Mayor Bloomberg. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tom Scarmalino. I'm the CEO and founder of Efficiency 2.0. On behalf of the entire staff here at Efficiency 2.0, I'd like to welcome everyone to the grand opening of our new offices here in the Flatiron District of New York City. We are honored today to be joined by Mayor Bloomberg and members of his administration. David Bragdon, where are you, David? There he is. Head of the Office of Long-Term Planning and Sustainability, DCAS Commissioner Edna Wells-Handy, Sanitation Commissioner John Daugherty and Deputy Commissioner Rocky DeRico, NYPA Director of Renewable Energy Guy Silka, and NYSERDA Director of Energy Programs Michael Colgrove. Like most New Yorkers, we are not shy about bragging about our city from time to time, and that's exactly what I'd like to do here today. Born in New York City during the Great Recession of 2009, Efficiency 2.0 is a true economic success story. We've opened this office here for one simple reason: to create more space for our fast-growing company. Since our founding, Efficiency 2.0 has created 30 high-skilled, high-paying jobs with plans to add another 30 this year. Efficiency 2.0 is an energy efficiency software company. We were created to help utilities respond to increasing pressure from both regulators and markets to ensure that customers make smarter energy choices and are empowered to lower their energy bills. Through the application of behavioral psychology, advanced analytics, and sophisticated marketing techniques, our company engages utility customers online to provide highly personalized energy saving recommendations and to motivate ratepayers to cut their bills with the only rewards program available in the industry. Consumers across the country are now earning rewards points that provide them with everyday discounts for making smarter choices on their energy costs. These kinds of real-world financial benefits for making smarter choices are particularly important during the tough economic times we've seen of late. Efficiency 2.0's rewards program has been proven to generate more energy savings at lower cost than any other approach on the market today. Working with the largest utilities in the nation, this year Efficiency 2.0's programs will save energy equivalent to taking 30,000 New York City apartments off the grid, representing a 25 million pounds of CO2 reduction. We expect to quadruple that figure next year. To mark the opening of our new offices, I would also like to announce that Efficiency 2.0 has entered into projects with New York State Electric and Gas and Rochester Gas and Electric, right here in New York. We also just launched our program with Southern California Edison to help their customers earn rewards for saving energy. Now, I'm especially excited by this project with Southern California Edison, one of the largest utilities in North America. I'm excited not just because it's a great example of New York City exporting clean technology to California, but also because the launch represents countless hours of hard work from our team to release new versions of our core products, the Home Energy Advisor and Business Energy Advisor, and our team is standing back there in the corner today. These are comprehensive customer engagement and integrated demand-side management programs that Efficiency 2.0 has configured for Southern California Edison. They are also the first such tools deployed in full compliance with the California Public Utility Commission's 2009 requirement that California implement an energy advisory tool that creates a single, engaging experience around efficiency, demand response, and solar. These market-leading energy advisory products motivate consumers to act on highly personalized advice, which will help transform the California efficiency market. And we've exported this technology not only to California, but to many other states as well, ranging from Massachusetts to Michigan, Arkansas to Illinois. And E2O is not alone in bringing the most innovative and advanced technologies to New York. Hundreds of technology companies in this city are fast making Silicon Alley the place to be for new tech startups. And for that, I would like to express my sincerest thanks to Mayor Bloomberg. Efficiency 2.0 and all new businesses have benefited greatly from the mayor's steadfast pro-business leadership and his commitment to making New York City a world leader in clean energy and technology. From PlanYC to the new Cornell Technology Campus being developed on Roosevelt Island, Mayor Bloomberg has brought a bold vision to New York. And more importantly, he's backed it up with a real plan. Efficiency 2.0 has also benefited from city-funded programs such as NYC Acre and NYU Poly, as well as the New York City Investment Fund. These programs are second to none in the country in accelerating clean technology. So as we gather here today during Earth Month to celebrate the opening of our new offices and the expansion of our program with some of the nation's leading utilities, I am absolutely convinced that New York City is the best place in the world for technology companies to grow and succeed. Mr. Mayor, thank you for celebrating our milestones with us today, and you can count on Efficiency 2.0 to keep creating jobs and attracting top talent in New York.
Tom, thank you, and congratulations and good luck. Each of the exciting energy projects that I talked about earlier was managed by our Department of Citywide Administrative Services, otherwise known by the acronym DCAS, and I would like to invite Commissioner Edna Wells-Handy to share a few words. Edna?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to represent the 2,300 men and women of DCAS who provide some people call it back office functions, we call it the backbone functions that provide the city with service that is better, faster, cheaper, and in this case, greener. So with that, let me just note that DCAS is the hub of citywide energy efficiency efforts and management under the wonderful leadership of the industry-recognized Ariella Marin and the able leadership of Emily Dean. We have provided work in this area that is bar none. We have guided the city's installation of solar initiatives, but we could not have done this without the excellent teamwork that is represented before you and members of the audience. So first, I would like to thank the host agencies, Department of Education, Sanitation, Fire, Police, and Transportation, for their commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions in their facilities. I also praise the extraordinary efforts of the New York Power Authority, the Department of Buildings, and the Public Design Commission in helping us to complete these installations in record time. Lastly, I give credit to the job creators, the U.S. Department of Energy and NYSERDA, represented here by Michael Colgrave, Director of NYSERDA's City Office, for funding these projects and helping us to create new jobs right here in New York City. These installations were completed by a local contractor or company, Queens-based electrical contractor, RDS Installations. We have many more energy-efficient initiatives in the pipeline, many of them solar-related, and we thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the confidence that you've placed in DCAS in providing this service to the city.
Edna, thank you. David Bragdon is the director of our Office of Long-Term Planning and Sustainability, which manages the goals and initiatives of PlanYC. David, care to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. much. Congratulations, Tom. PlanYC has 132 different initiatives, and today's an illustration of how they really have to work together and how they reinforce each other. Of course, we are working hard, the city not only being a good example, but also leading the market in terms of diversifying our supply of energy, bringing more renewables into the market, but simultaneously with that, driving down demand at the same time, whether through the projects at DCAS to retrofit our buildings or the work we're doing with the private sector on benchmarking of private sector buildings. But we do all of that in concert with entrepreneurs and businesses that are being sparked as a result of that. And you're seeing all of that come together today. Together it adds up to a greener and greater city. Thank you.
David, thank you. And the New York Power Authority, or NYPA, worked with Commissioner Handy and her team at DCAS every step of the way on these projects. And I would like to invite NYPA's Director of Renewable Energy, Guy Sliker, to share a few words. Guy?
Thank you, Mayor. The New York Power Authority is proud of our role in the installation of these solar power systems, part of a long partnership with New York City to demonstrate and deploy solar in New York City dating back to the early 1990s. These projects, installed in just a matter of months, represent a true milestone in the city's efforts to streamline the permitting and approval process of rooftop solar installations. I wanted to recognize the NYPA project managers, Jeff Carey, Mike Rivera, and Trevor Smith, who are here, who worked hard to successfully complete these projects on schedule. Solar is just one of the many energy savings measures that NYPA implements every day in public buildings in New York. Everything from energy-efficient light bulbs to advanced HVAC equipment to new motors and controls. It is great to see this event held at this venue, the home of an energy efficiency company. We see energy efficiency investments as the first critical step in any plan to install renewable energy generation, such as solar. NYPA is proud to offer solar implementation services as part of a comprehensive energy services portfolio. Thank you.
Thank you, Guy. We have some other people I wanted to mention here. First, Eric Blattman, Chairman of Efficiency 2.0. Thank you very much for your hospitality, hiding in the corner back there. And we have Michael Colgrave, Director of Energy Programs at the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority. And I think somebody mentioned Deputy Commissioner Rocky DeRico, who is here of the Department of Sanitation. Deputy Mayor for Operations Kaz Holloway and Deputy Mayor for Economic Development Bob Steele couldn't be here today, but it's fair to say their leadership was crucial to making this happen, and they're both doing incredible work that will help make New York an even greener city in the upcoming years. Now, before I open the floor to questions, let me summarize today's announcement for Spanish-speaking New Yorkers. Estamos anunciando nuevos pasos para ampliar el uso de energía solar de la ciudad, mejorar el perfil ecológico de nuestros vehículos en la eficiencia energética en los edificios municipales. Lo siento. Por ejemplo, 10 instalaciones nuevas de paneles solares han triplicado el uso de energía solar en los edificios municipales. Estos logros son todos partes de en New York PlanYC, nuestros plan para una Nueva York más sostenible, el cual ya ha reducido los costos de energía de la ciudad en unos $32 million al año. Es mucho. And with that, we'd be happy to take some questions on